Just want to start off with wow. I'm not from here. Right now, I'm in Japan. If you're watching this and you found this and you turned it over to the local police, thank you. I'm so serious. If this video ever finds you, I can't stress this enough. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened. And for some of you who may not know, this is my wallet. It's like a big passport wallet. I won't actually open it because there's PII in there, some personal information in there. But it's my wallet. And the other day, it just disappeared. It just grew legs and just went away. I was working today, and then I got like a call. And hey, by the way, they found your wallet. And I'm like, what the heck? Went over to the local police station, and somebody turned it in. Somebody turned in the wallet. Apparently, they found it at a train station. And the train station over here that they found it at is pretty active. Why? So the reason I bring this up is I know for nearly a fact. This is come, you be my witness. You be my witness. Like, I'm not trying to be cynical. Like, I try to see the positive in people, but if this shit got lost in the States, it be gone. It gone. It got turned over here. Returned intact. Everything was in there. Nothing missing. So if you're watching this and you are the person who found this, you turned it in, thank you. Seriously. Arigato. Let's talk about fasting. More specifically, when to break a fast. Should you break it in the morning? The afternoon? What about midnight? Does it matter? Personally, I think you should break a fast whenever it makes the most sense to you. That kind of answer would have annoyed the shit out of me at some point. So I'll go ahead and tell you why I'm giving the same answer that would have pissed me off. It's because I've been doing a lot of trial and error. I've been playing around a lot. I've broken fast at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, afternoon, 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. right now, for fuck's sake. 10, 11, midnight. And I've broken them with a full night's rest, and I've gone to sleep right after breaking them. Here's the thing. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's made a damn difference. To my understanding, there are differences in like the time that you choose to eat and like what you do choose to eat. So I'm not saying that that's bullshit. What I'm saying is in the day to day, like what's in it for me, what's in it for you, in the department of how does it feel, is almost the same shit. I say that in the sense of losing weight / maintaining weight off perspective. And the reason I'm saying almost is because there are some detectable differences that I've noticed. If I break it around 8 in the morning, there's usually like a certain feel to the leading up to the breaking at 8 in the morning, the breaking at 8 in the morning, and the aftermath after 8 in the morning. And then for the rest of the day. Same goes for like around 10 in the morning or like the afternoon, 2, 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Not necessarily those specific down to the tea times, but just in general. I won't go into too many details as to what exactly does it feel like for me. Not because I want to hide it, but because like how I feel at 8 in the morning breaking the fast might not be how you feel. But you know what? I'm going to contradict myself. I'm going to do it. I'll give a little description of how it feels. 8 in the morning. Here we go. Check it out. 8 a.m. or early in the morning, I'm able to recover the quickest from any meal. I'm also able to maintain a higher level of mental clarity throughout the entire process. I'm going to contrast that with the nighttime. My mental clarity takes the biggest hit, which I don't normally prefer at this point. On the bright side, for nighttime breaking off a fast and the way that I'm doing it, is that within about an hour or two, I start to get this massive drowse. So in some ways, I can use that drowse as like a unofficial method of going to sleep. And then last but not least, when I break a fast like more like midday, it's almost like a sweet spot between the two other times. And before I continue, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how the fuck you guys do that. I just finished eating that ramen, and for as good as it tasted, the last few bites were so uncomfortable just now. And not necessarily from like a physical stretch, but like I could feel my mouth wanting to repel that shit. I don't know what ingredients, I don't know what kind of margarine, what kind of MSG that shit has. And it's like the moment I put some fruit, it's like, oh man, this is so refreshing. Once I became self-aware that breaking a fast at set time would feel like a certain way, and that breaking it at another time would have like another unique feel, I started to use that to my own advantage. I started basically timing the breaking of a fast depending on whatever events I have or had or ever had has any given day. But to me, that's when the game changed. Because at that point, fasting went just from this weight loss thing to an almost like Iron Man, fasting kind of a soup kind of deal. But that's besides the point. I'm not gonna get carried away with that shit right now. No. If you are curious, please let me know, and I'll expand some more on that. But to get back to the point, does it matter what time of day that you break a fast? I personally really do think this more depends on the individual and their goals. Apparently, there's some research out there that suggests that fluctuating between different times of eating, so switching up from like a more morning routine to like an afternoon routine to like something more like late in the evening. Apparently, I don't know how true this stuff is, but apparently, you'll have like different forms of your genes expressing themselves or something to that effect. So in some ways, if you like have a thing for eating in the morning, there'll be like some genes that are more likely to be triggered during that time from the very act of you eating. And the same idea being with that in the afternoon. So the way I see it is, why not just get as much benefit from all of them? Well, the different types of time cycles or whatever. But just like, hey, sometimes at night, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, just mix it up. Treat this like you're like a hunter and gatherer with no refrigerator. If you're out in the savannah, if you're out in the wilderness and there's no refrigerator and you only get to eat whenever you find food, is it likely realistic that you're gonna find food at exactly 8 in the morning, followed by like a nice little like snack of deer 2 hours later, followed by like a nice lunch of like bison, followed by like some like I don't know, some crocodile meat at 3 p.m. Like maybe, but I doubt it. It's the biggest watermelon I've ever ate in my life. But regardless, at the end of the day, whatever is out there on the research and all this, including me, by the way, like I consider myself like a live self-experimentation. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Try it out for yourself. See what happens. Heck, don't just listen to me. Listen to other opinions too. Beware of those who tell you to not look at others' opinions. Beware. But anyways, at this point, I've been brunch, and I'm going to have one more piece of honey right now. Oh my God, I am stretched out. Wait till I show you this stomach. Hold on. For a second, I thought I paid way too much for this honeycomb, but this is bomb. This is like some raw honey from a place in Japan. I think it's called Kumamoto or something to that effect. I'm going to take a bite of this little chunky right here. Oh goodness. No more, I'm done now. All right, time to show you my third trimester. So there it is. Actually, I'm gonna turn the camera around. So that's it right there. Oh, and that's me right now. Turn the other way. Oh man. At this point, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you.